I never imagined what my neighbor was hiding until I found out. I'm not sure if this is the craziest thing that's ever happened to me, but it's definitely the most uncomfortable and the most controversial because people still think I'm exaggerating. Everything happened a few months ago when I moved into this quiet building where nobody really talked to each other. The kind of place where everyone lives in their own little world. On my first day, I noticed the guy across the hall was super friendly, always saying hi, always smiling, always offering help. I actually liked him at first because I came from a place where neighbors didn't even look at you. But something about him felt off, like he was friendly in a weird way. The first time he made me suspicious was when he brought me a package he said had been delivered to his door by mistake. I hadn't ordered anything. I opened it and it was just an old book, nothing special. I tried giving it back, but he said maybe someone sent it so I could find it. That made no sense, but I let it go. A few days later, every time I walked out of my apartment, he walked out too. Like he timed it. And he didn't act creepy or anything. He talked about normal stuff like the weather or work, but he still felt too perfect. One night I heard noises outside my door like someone crouching. I looked through the peephole and saw him standing there like he was checking something on the floor. When I opened the door, he jumped a little and said he'd seen a weird shadow and wanted to make sure everything was fine. That didn't sit right with me. One day I came home from work and saw him carrying big archive boxes into his apartment. The ones offices use for documents. They had labels with names. A lot of names. I assumed he worked from home or something, until I saw one of the labels. It had my name on it. I froze. I waited for him to go inside because I didn't want to make a scene. That night I barely slept thinking about it. The next day I told him I had a water leak and needed to check if his apartment was affected too. He let me in right away. His place was spotless, like weirdly perfect. But I saw the boxes in his room, stacked, some open. And yeah, one had my name. I opened it acting casual even though I was shaking inside. It had photos of me leaving the building, coming back carrying groceries, even one of me talking on the phone on my balcony. All taken from far away, from angles nobody gets by accident. There was also a paper with my schedule. What time I left, what time I came home, what days I had visitors. When I looked at him, he just smiled. He told me not to freak out because it was his hobby. He said he did it with every neighbor because he liked knowing who people really were, not the version they show when they talk. I told him that was weird and invasive. He said he only did it to protect the building. I left shaking, went straight to the office downstairs. They told me I wasn't the first one to complain. They'd gotten reports before but never had proof. A few days later he disappeared. Just left. No warning. His apartment was empty except for the boxes. The weirdest part is that after he left, a bunch of neighbors started getting packages with no sender. Inside there was just one handwritten line. Sometimes people aren't what they look like.